We're diving deep today into 10 ways to love yourself more
Oh, yeah.
from the Heart to Heart podcast.
Love yourself more.
I know, right? The title sounds a bit cheesy,
A little bit.
but trust me.
Okay.
This episode, we're going to go way beyond the surface level stuff.
Sounds good.
Extract some real actionable insights on self-love.
I'm ready.
So first up is embrace your inner beauty. And we're not just talking like, positive affirmations in the mirror. This is about like really recognizing those inherent qualities that make you you.
Exactly.
It's fascinating, actually, how this episode tackles self-love, not just, as this feel-good concept, but as a really crucial foundation for well-being, like a ripple effect. It impacts like everything from our relationships to our
success.
Overall success, like how we show up in the world.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this first step, embrace your inner beauty. Research actually shows that self-acceptance, like embracing all parts of yourself, is linked to greater psychological well-being.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people, they think about self-love as just like a state of mind.
Right.
Like, I'm just going to love myself no matter what. But it really starts with that self-acceptance piece.
Okay, so it's not just like thinking it. It's about actually believing it.
Yes. And it's about, shifting from this place of self-criticism to a place of appreciation, Think about, like, how much energy we waste, trying to fit into some, like, external mold instead of celebrating our unique strengths. And yes, even those quirks that we might think are flaws, but they're not. They're part of what makes us us,
Like, I used to spend so much time, like, wishing I was more outgoing, but then I realized, hey, my introverted nature, like, it allows me to be a great listener, a great observer, and those are really valuable things.
Absolutely.
It's about, like, reframing.
Reframing, absolutely. Yeah, and it's about, like you said, that self-awareness piece is key, right? Like, identifying those qualities, even the ones you might initially resist, and saying, hey, you know what? This is a strength.
Yeah, this is part of me.
Yeah.
I own it.
Own it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so this next step is all about practicing self-compassion.
Ooh.
Which I think we could all use a little bit more of. I know I'm like my own worst critic sometimes, and it's just like, ugh, why am I so hard on myself?
Yes, you hit the nail on the head, right? It's that inner voice, that inner critic that's constantly like putting us down, judging us. But, think about it this way. Would you talk to a friend?
No.
The way you sometimes talk to yourself? Probably not. Right. So self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a loved one.
It's almost like replacing that like mean inner critic with a more supportive, understanding voice.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it's, it's about acknowledging that like everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
That you're human and that like setbacks are just... they're part of the journey.
Right.
And so it's about offering yourself forgiveness and moving forward.
Yeah.
With a sense of grace.
Wow, that's powerful. You know what else is really empowering?
What?
Setting boundaries.
Okay.
And that's what this next step, prioritize your needs, is all about.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That one I think really resonated with me because it's so easy to get like caught up in pleasing others, right? Or feeling obligated to say yes to everything.
Yes.
But learning to say no, to prioritize your own needs and well-being is a fundamental act of self-respect.
Yes. It's almost like saying yes to yourself.
Yes.
Right? Like, I'm going to create space for the things that truly matter to me.
Exactly.
And that ties in perfectly with Nourish Your Mind and Body, which is all about, like, actively investing in your well-being.
Yes. And I think this step is so important because it recognizes that, our mental and physical health are so interconnected, right?
Absolutely.
And so it's about finding practices that nurture both, whether that's mindful meditation, getting out in nature, even just enjoying a delicious, healthy meal,
Yeah.
It's about making choices that fuel your mind and body.
It's almost like filling up your cup. So that you can then pour from it.
Yes. Beautiful. I love that.
And speaking of filling your cup with positivity, the next step is celebrate your wins.
Yes.
Which I love because it's a reminder to acknowledge even those small victories.
Absolutely. And I think, this is where like positive reinforcement comes into play because by celebrating our accomplishments, we're essentially training our brains to focus on the good, right? So it builds self-confidence and it encourages us to keep striving for those wins, big or small.
Love that. So we've covered 5 steps so far. There are 5 more in this episode.
Yeah.
To give you a little taste, they touch on cultivating gratitude, which is all about like shifting your focus to the good things in your life. Even when things are tough. Then there's expressing yourself creatively.
That's a good one.
which can be anything.
Yeah.
From painting to writing to dancing to like finding those outlets that allow you to like unleash that inner artist.
Yes. Love that.
Yeah.
And
replacing them with more positive, realistic ones.
Yeah.
And finally, don't be afraid to seek support when you need it. There's so much strength in vulnerability, in reaching out to like trusted friends, family, or even professionals when you need a helping hand or a listening ear.
Couldn't agree more.
So if we were to distill all of this down into one key takeaway, it's that self-love isn't some abstract concept. It's about making conscious choices day after day to nurture and prioritize your well-being.
It's a journey, for sure, with its own unique twists and turns. But what's exciting is it's a journey we're all on together, right? And the more we learn about ourselves, the more equipped we are to navigate those challenges and create a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment.
Beautifully said. Now, I have a question for you, dear listener.
Ooh, I like this.
What's one small act of self-love you can commit to today?
Good question.
It could be anything. From taking a walk in nature, to enjoying a cup of tea in silence, to finally saying no to that obligation you've been dreading. The choice is yours, and the impact it has on your well-being can be profound.
I love it.